Hello, Herman. Can you hear me? No?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
How are you doing?
Doing good. Just trying to get documentation, last minute stuff ready, those kinds of things.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So, what do you think about all this that suddenly happened?
Oh, I mean, this is crazy, but I mean, these are the times we live in now, COVID is bullcrap.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about how you like you in 4 days before the event, you found yourself competing versus Schoolboy,
Oh yeah. Are we live now?
I think yes. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I think it had already crossed my mind. I was going to go to support Jonathan, and it was already in my head. Something's going to happen. A match is going to fall apart, and I'm an arm wrestler that doesn't have a match. So I'm not too shocked, but to pull Schoolboy is kind of shocking. I figured I may be a fill-in for some other match if it made sense.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so you were expecting maybe there could be something in the last moment.
Yeah, Ingen, you have so many matches. Like with, one match was gonna fail. Now, if someone didn't make it and Prudnik needed an opponent, I should not pull Prudnik. Clearly.
Yeah.
But I figured, if there was an opportunity and it made sense, I could end up being a fill-in.
Yeah, but I think that like someone like Schoolboy is probably the most fitting for you in that card. When I say most fitting, like it is hard that pull Hermes or Arif, or you understand, maybe Zurab, but he's totally ready while you are trained, but not like specifically getting ready for an event. Probably I'm guessing that you train with Jonathan, for his preparation.
Yeah, we pulled a little bit, but yeah, I mean, Schoolboy probably makes the most sense. I think Zurav would have been a good candidate also. But yeah, definitely not Arif or Hermes or Prudnik or these types of people. Like, and that's what I told you when we started all this. I said, I don't want to disrespect the stage. So there'd be no reason. There'd be no reason for me to pull some of these guys that are clearly, like multiple levels above me,
No, you are someone that, as far as I remember, you got a medal at Zolaev Tour.
Yeah, I got third place. I beat Vasily Daltashvili. I could have had a decent match with Rudakov, who's beaten Prudnik. Yeah. I think that day Vasily beat Prudnik. I've had good matches with Todd Hutchings in the past.
No, whenever you say that, you don't want to disrespect that stage. I mean, come on, you are talking about like you are. I mean, no, maybe you are not the very best or around the very best, like top 3 or something, but you are for sure an elite athlete, especially when you are taking the things, seriously and training for a target, And so what I am just saying that Schoolboy is probably now you are about 109 kilo, what I understand. You said 240 pounds your weight. So he is probably about 10 kilo heavier than you. Of course, he's much taller guy, but mostly he likes to go outside. He can go inside as well. And I know that your hand is good, and you are much more experienced than him. And so whenever I look at, I said also yesterday that the guy, Schoolboy, that struggled with the Turkish guy who took third place. They had 3 starts, 2 times hook war, and then third time he top roll and beat him. But that guy, like for example, when you pull Efe was 126 kilo, 275 pounds. So Efe at the WAF, he competed 110 kilo, 242s, and he was only 238 during the preparation, and still he was much better than the Turkish guy that really was like that with the Schoolboy, especially the first two starts, you know. So what I'm just saying that, I mean, I think that like you versus Efe at that weight would be like not like you were thinking that you would beat him anyways, but that day, but
Ingen, I'm telling you, the FA thing, if I have a different referee,
Mhm,
FA was in trouble, Ingen.
mhm,
Even the big FA. Because outside of the straps, I could take the top of his hand. He kept collapsing this way,
mhm,
right?
mhm,
And he was doing that, and that was with him covering my whole thumb,
uh-huh.
you know. But whatever, that's in the past. I'm still
But so
I'm
what
still a
I'm
little
just
sore.
saying that, you know, people, I don't know exactly where you are now, but I think that you are someone who is genetically gifted. This is what I understand, and you are technically very high level athlete. And as I said, you know, you are also more experienced than Schoolboy. And if you are like in a decent shape, and people who are genetically gifted are usually the guys that are all the time strong. Like for example, me, I was a very skinny young, you know, just when I was young, you know, weak guy, you know, I wasn't so strong, you know. And even now, if I don't train for some months, like I mean, my power goes so much down. But our
Mhm.
president Niazi, when he was 14, 15, he was beating all the adults around. And even now, 10 years he's not training, he can still come to the national championships, either win or still take second place or something, you know. So what I'm just trying to say that I think that you are that type of guy that is just like with the big hands and genetically gifted. Hello, Raymond. Yeah,
Hi guys.
yeah.
Hey, what's going on,
And
Ray?
yeah, and so what I'm just saying that I am thinking that you have that like gas in the tank for those like three matches that you need to win. And people, if you are not in like bad shape, but in a decent shape, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that man, people are really mistaken about that. You know, oh, he's gonna destroy him or that. I don't know that. It doesn't. I don't know. To me, it doesn't really seem that way. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, yeah, and even if he takes my hand, I can probably make it pretty nasty, make it really ugly.
Mhm, mhm,
And then
mhm,
we'll see just how good Schoolboy is. I'm
mhm,
pretty impressed. Like I said, I think he can do just about everything on the table. I probably
mhm,
haven't seen him press much, but hook, top roll, very balanced.
mhm,
Um, but I don't think I've seen that like crazy horsepower,
mhm,
the
mhm.
the scary horsepower.
Yeah, technical guy, very technical guy. But you are also very technical guy. To beat
Yeah,
you, someone needs to dominate you with his strength, you know, horsepower.
correct.
Yeah, it is not so easy to play games with you and then beat you. So I'm not saying that you're gonna beat Schoolboy. If people are watching, if they are thinking that way, but if they are thinking that he's just gonna walk in the park and then just beat you like nothing, just they are. I don't know. Yeah, I think that they are seriously mistaken. You know,
Yeah, but
and
Egan, you talk about it all the time. The people we're talking about, I mean, we're not talking to 10 years ago, the only people you and I would be talking to would be other arm wrestlers.
hmm, hmm,
We would be talking to Justin Bishop and Todd Hutchings and other people that knew us. Now,
hmm.
most of the people we talk to, they don't know me, right?
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
they don't know me at all. So
okay,
that's what I
okay.
that's what I think we're looking at in the comments. People that have probably never seen me arm wrestle,
Hmm.
and don't know, what I've done.
I mean, no disrespect to Evan Bergen. I know his left arm really strong. I see that, and I would bet on him versus Schoolboy. And just to inform people that I didn't set that match. I was planning to set Travis Bagent versus Schoolboy with right arm, and I thought that Travis would get into some shape, till that time. He's not gonna be like his Superman shape, but suddenly Alex, Schoolboy's brother, just messed with Bergen, and then somehow he came and he said, "Hey, listen, you know, Schoolboy's brother challenged me, and he told me to write to you. Can you set us?" I was like, okay, you know, Alex wanted his brother to pull him,
Mhm.
and but it wasn't the match that I choose and said. I didn't even really know who is Evan Bergen. I didn't know much about it, and so no disrespect to him. Left arm, I would give him the favor. I mean, I would think that he was favorite, and then with right arm, I would think that Schoolboy. But whenever we're talking about right arm, I am seeing, again, no disrespect, but your chance higher than his chance. This is, I'm thinking you are a tougher opponent for Schoolboy. That's my opinion. And
Yeah,
yeah, what's
and
that?
Evan might beat me left-handed, but overall, I'm a much more accomplished arm wrestler than Evan is. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
How's
so
your
if someone
shape?
says that, if someone says I shouldn't be on the stage, well, Evan shouldn't be on the stage either. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Have you been training? Have you been, maybe I didn't skip that part, maybe you talked about it already. How's your shape? How ready do you feel? Or is,
I am in okay or decent shape. This is not a peaked out Herman Stevens. I haven't trained for, months waiting for a match or anything like that. I pull with Jonathan sometimes, and I do a little bit of lifting here and there, but life's been kind of busy, and I had some bad COVID in October and stuff like that. So, but even then, I mean, I haven't trained super consistently in the last few years, and I still show up to tournaments in the United States. And, at times I've been ranked number 10 super heavyweight, stuff like that. I've beaten Wayne. I've beaten some other people. So even in decent shape, I can usually do pretty good.
how big you are now?
under
Up
9
to
kilo.
40.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
He's big, yeah.
Yeah, because Schoolboy is a big guy. He's
big, and the weight doesn't matter. Like his bones,
he's tall, and everything is
big
filled out.
bones, and so he's got a lot of potential. So regardless of what happens this week, I mean, that guy's going somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't think that, I really just thinking. I don't see it easy match. I don't see, and I won't be surprised if you win. Trust me, I will not be surprised. I think that you have the tools to beat him, but just at the end, strength, power.
Yeah, and this is best of 5.
Yeah, if you win 3 matches, it's over.
Yeah, so I have fewer opportunities to try. So that's going to be part of the game too. I'll have to make some quick decisions.
Yeah, see, you said that you are either okay shape or decent shape. You when you go to the table time to time, or when you go to the tournament, time to time, like, how do you feel yourself? Like, oh, okay, I'm still, not bad. This is how you feel, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've had too many bad tournaments in the last couple of years. I had one, and it was because I had to change my diet for health reasons, and I lost 10 pounds that week. That day, I felt bad. But outside of that, even if I'm sitting on a couch for 2 months, when I go to a tournament, I still know how to arm wrestle. I'm still more explosive than most people. So like, I don't really lose these things, Yeah. If anything, like my strength,
hand and
my
wrist is
strength
there,
is
right?
just down. Yeah, my hand and wrist is fine. If anything, my strength just comes down, maybe 10% or something like that.
You're talking about the horsepower, right? Not the
I lose horsepower. That's about it.
Yeah, but they're not the hand and wrist or something. Yeah.
No, my hand. Well, my hand will be probably 10% weaker. Something like this.
Yeah.
I think everything comes down, but I'm not weak.
I mean, usually for me, the hand strength, if it is rested good, for me, there is maybe not enough endurance, but the strength doesn't so much go away for me. The hand,
I
but
understand what you're saying.
the bicep power, maybe the lat power, they go back, but the hand and wrist is even sometimes better when I rest good, and then I feel those tendons and everything, just like rock solid, I feel.
Yeah, and but I've had like neck issues. I have nerve problems, all these types of things. So it's kind of hard to really know. But I don't think I have like any injuries or anything right now. I think things feel good. I expect to be like stupid fast. on the table. So I think it'll be
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. And what do you think, Raymond, about this matchup compared to the Evan match?
Yeah, I would agree what you said. I would think Evan and Schoolboy Lefty would be way better match. Righty, this is way better matchup. I think this is closer. Again, no disrespect to Evan. I think he knows it. Everyone knows it. You know, if you do ask everyone in Canada, they would say, well, he should pull Lefty, and that would be a good match. But yeah, as a last minute substitute, we always can rely on Herman that he will he will help the event. I think it's a good match. I really think it's a good match. Only thing I'm afraid is where the strength gap is. Because when you're in shape, you're strong and you come in more confident. If the match gets ugly, I think Herman has way better chances there. If the match gets ugly, if they get stopped in some positions, he can maybe out arm wrestle him. But Schoolboy is like really strong. Like I'm looking at him, like in few years, he could be the world champ. Super heavyweights. He has that potential. I don't think that's winning in juniors kind of youth man kind of showed it that you have that potential. How many years will it take? We don't know. And if this is the year, we don't know. But
I asked Alex yesterday if he's gonna pull off the senior. He said no, it's too early for him.
Well, I think he might try to go to national because you have to
I don't know. I asked him. He said that it's too early for him, and I agree with him. After I saw him struggling with the Turkish guy,
yeah,
and then I just don't see him like anywhere. Like I see like Arif and him probably is like 60% of Arif or something. This is what I see.
I think us, we here get it. The difference between youth and seniors. It's so completely different world.
Not always. Like
for example, there are special people, but most
Zolaev, just look at it. Yeah.
He's the outliner, but there's most of the time it is the big difference. And I think he knows, like he's an arm wrestler, he's smart arm wrestler. He knows it. He's pulling some super heavyweight in Russia, and he's like, oh, I still have a lot of long journey to go. So maybe that's that. But I think he will try to qualify. Why wouldn't he? Or at least go to national.
He will not try to go to off. He's too early.
Yeah, but maybe just Russian nationals, even not that. He has to go there first. It's like Russian national. I think it's as tough as in Turkey, maybe even tougher at some point, to qualify for national team. And it's really hard there. So like Kazakhs, sometimes you talk with Kazakhs and they're number one, number two in the world. And they're like, oh, I don't know if I will get here next year because the competition is so fierce. And same in Russia, but I'm interested.
If we talk about the event a little bit, Herman, I know you are gonna go airport soon, but if you just quickly go, like, what do you think about the matches? What are I know you're an American, but they are your friends, but can you give us some not prediction but opinion about those matches, like Zolaev, John, Gennady, Michael?
Yeah, there's so many matches, Ingen. I was trying to pull up the list of matches to see if I even remember.
I can remind you. Last 2 months, I read them, repeat them, write them for about like 3,000 times. So they are
okay. Let's see, Michael, Todd, and Gennady. I don't know. We talk about like these new arm wrestlers and how they dismiss people after they lose one match.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm victim to some of this. Devin beat Michael so bad last time that I don't even know if Michael can arm wrestle anymore. Like even my brain is messed up with how bad Devin beat Michael. I'm surprised he's even arm wrestling anymore. I thought he was going to quit, and go get a regular job or something. But
you are joking me. Why would that happen? There is always
It
something.
was bad, England. It was so bad.
Yeah, but Devon,
And Michael gets
did you
kind of
see him
sad.
yesterday?
Like
Were you in the
Mike-
training there yesterday when Devon was pulling with the guy Dimitri Kashan yesterday?
Mhm.
In Texas?
I saw it.
Yeah, he pulled like 5 minutes, and after that Dimitri came and he just hold him like this, Dimitri. And that moment, I realized that there may be something on June. I'm not saying that. I'm not comparing Dimitri with Levan or something. He cannot beat him probably with two hands. But Devon already 4 months to the event, even more than 4 months, like this, something dangerous may be coming. So that's why I just say that. Okay, whatever. You continue. Sorry.
So Michael and Gennady, I mean, in general, Michael should be the favorite. I'm a huge Gennady fan. I just love to see him pull. So I think Michael's going to win. Michael's the favorite.
Yeah. And John and Zolaev?
John and Zolaev.
You were right there when you pulled Todd. Right there, you were.
Yeah, I'm going to go with John. Yeah. Oh, John's cutting weight, right?
Not so much. He's about like 230. He's gonna be like about 225 or whatever, 227. He will be in the weight that he pulled Kachan and other guys,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with John. I still think he'll be able to kind of pronate Haji, and I think you mentioned it before. I think John is still getting better. Like he really hasn't been back in arm wrestling that long. And John's just so much like he's just a bigger man. Like again, you ignore the weight. I don't care if Zolaev was 250. John is a big man.
Yeah.
Who else?
How about Kakachins versus Sonev?
I'm going with Todd because I mean we never see him losing the hook. I am a little bit concerned just because of like the technical aspects of it. Like if Jordan is sitting here, like on Todd's bicep, that's kind of interesting because I mean Jordan, who won, Jordan or Bogoslavov? I can't remember.
Who?
Jordan won. Jordan won.
Yeah, Jordan won. And I'm not going to say Bogoslavov is on Todd's level, but
he's
there's
pretty
something about
strong. He's really strong.
Listen.
He's really strong.
Bogoslav that you remember was 85 kilo. Bogoslav, Jordan beat was 110 kilo, 242.
Yeah. Correct. And again, there's something to be said about perfect form, technical arm wrestling, and these types of things. And Jordan is going to be perfect in the hook. He's strong, but he's also going to be technically perfect. I'm going for Todd. I think Todd will win, but I will not be surprised if Jordan wins the match.
Yeah, but you expect for sure a war, right?
It has to be. It has to be because
there will be no dominance. I don't think that neither of them can dominate the other one. They are not that type of puller, and I think that in strength wise they are very close. Maybe the endurance we can see the difference, but I don't know if Todd can dominate Sonev.
But I mean Todd may be clearly stronger, like just strong, stronger than Jordan. But Todd's going to be like this, and Jordan will be, pressing on his arm. So like the technical and the body position is going to make it very even, I think.
Yeah. And but remember, we talking about Todd that has pulled all kind of hook pullers and never lost till today. Hello, Josh.
What's up, fellas?
Hey guys who are watching this, this is the East versus West crew, This is the guys that, these are the guys that, that did everything. We were talking about the Herman replacement with Evan Bergen, and I and Raymond were thinking that, Evans, left is very, very powerful. He told me privately his right is now even stronger than his left. This is what he told me. But that is not something that we saw with our own eyes till today. So we were just thinking that, Herman probably is like harder opponents for Schoolboy for right arm we are talking about.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I think about this match is like both of these guys have a similar personality to me. It's like Herman is not a person who gets loud about himself or talks about his accomplishments, and Schoolboy is the same way. So this is like not a dream match if you were a promoter, because neither one of them is going to talk crap about the other person, and neither one of them is going to go out and make videos about it. But I think on the table,
Hey,
it's
I've
going to
got
be a
some
lot of
video
fun.
ideas. I have some video ideas. I might need some help.
Yeah. I think the match is going to be super cool. I mean, it sucks about Evan, but I think this is a really cool replacement. It's lucky that Herman was going over there.
This is what we were thinking, yeah. And if you
Go
go to
ahead,
the
Ingrid.
run versus Zurab,
Okay, so one more thing on Todd.
yeah,
I can't remember, but I don't know if I remember Todd pulling a tall pressing style hooker that was this good in a slow match. Now, I think Prudnik clearly can do this, but Prudnik flashed Todd, right? Or did they have a war in Zloty? Yeah.
Top
So
rope.
Prudnik was typically going outside,
yeah,
crashing like fast over
Yeah.
Todd. I don't think I've seen a deep, tall hooker pull Todd. I can't remember.
But Jordan is not a presser as you are thinking. The presser
That
is
was good.
Bogoslov is the presser. He goes forward. He presses people who are trying to top roll. He follows them. But when he is in hook, he's more
What I
going
mean
like
is that deep, high hook where he's going into your bicep. I mean, Jordan will cut into Todd's bicep.
Yeah. But he's not really like a presser like Bogoslov or something. Not a tricep guy, you know. Yeah.
Correct. But when Todd does this, Jordan will be cutting directly into his bicep. I don't know if I've seen Todd pull someone like this, and definitely not WAF champ style or level of this style. Like I can pull this way, but I'm not that good in the hook anyway, so it doesn't matter, you know. So I think it'll be very interesting. Who's Ron pulling?
Ron versus Zurab, right arm.
I think Zurab wins. I think Ron's kind of, you know, he's coming downhill.
And Ron versus Efe, but Efe is right now will be 253 left.
I don't know, Ingen. I know the FA that I pulled. The FA that I pulled was left-handed. Left-handed was crazy.
Yeah.
Right-handed, I think I can beat that guy. But left-handed, it was crazy. But he's going to be lighter, so I don't know. But he's also has another year of development. So he might be the same strength, just less weight.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And Ron...
And
Ron,
then Breda?
Yeah, but Ron doesn't usually control here. You know, Ron's kind of flat. And so I think he'll have trouble keeping his hand.
Yeah.
You know, but he can pull without his hand too. So I don't know. It'll be interesting.
And Breda versus Zurab, you're gonna say Breda is gonna win.
Oh, he's gonna win.
Seriously, you believe that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I believe
very,
that.
very confident. He's very confident about it.
Yeah.
Wow.
To me, Jonathan pulled Ron in Alabama last year, and Jonathan top rolled Ron so easy, like 2-0, like just bam, 2 matches like this. And then things got weird with the referees. And this was on a table that was, the pads were close to each other, that was forcing the hook. And Ron still couldn't hook him. Like I pulled on this table during the tournament and people were hooking me because the table was so close together. I don't think Zurab can hook him at all. And I damn sure don't think Zurab can pin him without his hand.
And if he hooks, then there will still be a match.
Maybe, but I think if it goes hook, I think Jonathan's going to be like here.
Oh yeah, with the pronator, drag into his angle. Yeah.
I'm looking at the chat while we're doing this. People are saying a lot of funny stuff in there. one person wants you to have all the winners face each other after the event. And again, it's like, dudes, this is already going to be like 5 hours long. You want to add another 3 hours by having everybody go against each other afterwards? It'll be crazy. Engen will lose his mind.
Yeah, but I wouldn't lose my. Listen. Like I was here, I had COVID, and then
Yeah.
I was like barely sitting. I'm not gonna do that program. And then when the program started, my eyes were like this, Like so, if you're talking about arm wrestling, and if there are people that I can talk good, then I am about the health that I can still get up and talk about arm wrestling. So don't worry. If it's arm wrestling in the morning, we can still compete. Uh, yeah. And so, Raymond, let's go with you. One with you, one with Josh about Michael versus Gennady.
I like this match, and I hope we can see a little shade of old Gennady. I think Hermes just kind of disabled everything with him, so we can say that he wasn't himself. When someone takes your hand, rotates, and you cannot get over the center, you feel pretty weak. All you can do is hold on. When you don't have any of those lanes, and those lanes came a little later when it really didn't matter, in my opinion, should stop that to 4-0. But I think we're going to see Gennady because you can find a lane with Michael, at least back pressure, side pressure, all those things. I don't see any of them winning fast and easy, but I think you still have to deal with Michael. And dealing with Michael is very hard when you don't have like super dominant hand. Like we know the recipe.
That's what I think is the issue.
Yeah. If you cannot climb, if you cannot doesn't matter how much you press, you can stay there all day. Michael just gonna get you eventually. So I think Michael is the favorite, but I think that's gonna be one of the best matches on the card. Like there's so many.
Do you still
I think
see
it'll be long.
Small possibility that Gennady has chance to win as well?
I don't think so.
If he shows up with something very, very different, then yes. But I really, it's hard. You can pick almost all the top arm wrestlers, put him against Michael, and in your head, you're like, oh, I don't see him winning.
Yeah. The thing for me is that when we watched, obviously I was very surprised by the Hermes match like everyone else, but the thing that surprised me the most, to be honest with you, is that Gennady didn't change his technique hardly at all.
He tried after 4 rounds, 4-0.
I don't think he could.
That's what worries me is because against Mike is a very intelligent puller. You can say whatever you want about his technique, but he knows exactly how to get you in a bad position. And if you can't get him out of that once, particularly in the first match, then it's not going to happen. He almost beat Pushkar the second time until Pushkar remembered halfway through the match, wait, I have to press. Yeah, and then he took over the match. But the first couple of matches, I was like, oh man, he fell into Mike's trap again. And honestly, I don't think that Gennady, regardless of his power level, is going to be able to improve his table IQ fast enough to give Mike a hard. I think there'll be long matches, but I really would be surprised if he wins one.
And if we go to John versus Zolaev, Raymond.
This is a good one because we kind of know where the story will go with Zolaev. He will try to stay away from inside, which is very weird because he's known for the inside pulling. And I think he will try to top roll. John's hand hasn't been the most reliable after his comeback. So I think Haji is fast, he's strong, and he can finish with that side pressure where a lot of guys in the top roll, you kind of get stuck. You cannot, I think he can finish there. So I think that's going to be the lane where he goes. I would love it to be a hook war or any other thing where at least they kind of stop for a second and try to figure each other out. I'm afraid we'll not see that. I'm going with Zolaev, but John is still John, and he has, like we saw with the match versus Devin, he still has that side pressure as well. He can arm wrestle without the arm. Can he be fast enough to, pretty much set in any position? That would worries me,
Yeah, but my question is, just because Zolaev has his pronator, does it mean that his wrist will also control John's pronator just because he has here? Like, does it mean that he can also control here? And if he can't control here, will his pronator alone will help him if he doesn't have the control on? Like, just say that John is like this, say like this, but he has the here the pronator.
Yeah, still
know,
without the
yeah,
brand.
yeah, still he can. The guy, the thing is, if neither of them have the full wrist control, and if this match goes to flat wrist versus flat wrist, John is gonna win that one. Trust me.
Yeah.
Zolaev
I agree with that.
is not the master of that kind of pulling, while you have seen John winning that way just countless time, including Denis Shiplenko, Taras Ivakin. He is not the same John of that time, but of course, Hajimurad is not Denis Shiplenko either, So that's what I think. What do you think, Josh?
I think that I have two positions. One is that my heart, and it's really hard to get over my heart because, like you, I love John and I want to see John win in a hook war. But I feel like after what Zolaev did to Hutchings, he's going to try a similar approach and see if he can exploit the weakness that John still has in his wrist. And he was so fast with that move. I'm worried about it. And I think that if he has enough endurance to do that multiple times, that it will be a fast win for Zolaev. But like Raymond's, I really hope that John is going to pull a flat hand out of there and stick him.
The questions to you.
Yeah.
Could Zolaev beat Hutchings on that day in strap?
No. Nope. I think Hutchins would have beaten him in the straps. I think he would have.
And do you think that John's ability to go to strap
That's a good point.
better or worse than Todd?
Much better.
Way better.
Yeah.
Way better.
So
that's a really good point.
Do you understand my calculation? Do you understand my calculation?
Yep,
so when you compare Todd Hutchings versus Zolaev match, that match didn't go to strap. This match will most likely go to strap. So when it goes to the strap, then that day, Todd Hutchings versus Zolaev, we could have seen something different. And now we're gonna see maybe John is not as strong as Todd right now about horsepower, but technical abilities, I think his forearm and everything is more educated, compared to the
that's a great point.
Yeah. And then if we go to Tatachin versus Jordan, Stonev, Raymond?
I'm thinking it's very hard. Like this is another great match where it's very hard to predict. The question is, can Jordan get Hutchings out from position? If Hutchings sets in, he can just live there for days. And he's more joint reliable than bicep reliable like Jordan is. He's very, like Herman said, technical. He gets in there and sits very nice. If he needs to be aggressive in this match, he needs to take the center, and I think then he has a chance. But I will never bet against Hutchings in the hook war, and none of those guys gonna top roll. If any of those guys start top rolling, we'll call in cops and whatever, and they will just stay in Turkey because I think that's illegal in this match.
But they can't, anyways. You don't need to call the cops. Even if they try, they won't be able to.
Yeah, we'll just shut doors. Everyone's like, guys.
No. I mean, I would bet you that if Jordan tries to top roll,
he will not.
Hutchings, he will be put in bad position. And tell Hutchings to top roll Zolaev in a fresh match. He will most likely lose before he recovers his position. That is easier to beat Zolaev in hook than beating him in top roll.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
I'm excited for that match.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
I don't know how it will be. Question for you, Herman, while you are here. You and Jonathan are arriving tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we're arriving at 5 p.m. on Wednesday.
Yeah, tomorrow, yeah. So Jonathan said that you and him are going to be at the European side and see around and something, and he wanted me to reserve your hotel from 10th. And then, so I didn't misunderstand that, right? You're gonna stay on the night on the other side?
Yeah, so we'll be in Pindic Thursday evening.
Okay. So Wednesday you're staying in the European side of Istanbul, and then Thursday you come into the main hotel. Okay. So you don't want me to take you from the airport?
No, I think we'll just catch a cab.
No,
I think
no,
you
because
should walk.
if I take you, I will bring you to our hotel.
Yeah, no, we'll just get a cab and go to the eastern side. Stay on the eastern side.
Okay. So yeah, you're gonna stay at the yeah. You said eastern side?
The European,
European
side,
side.
excuse me.
European side is
European
the
Yeah,
western side.
European side. That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
European side. Yeah. Okay, yeah. And do you
He's,
guys?
he's switching teams. He's east now. He's not west anymore. Like I'm thinking east, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know, when we did the last YouTube show, when there was Jonathan and Zurav said he can lose. He said that he had COVID or something. He went down to 95, and he said to Jonathan that for him he can lose another 10 kilo and then can still beat him. You know, the Jonathan. Yeah. And now you are saying that he's gonna beat him. You are giving me something that on the press conference. I think I will really provocate everyone, and I will really put really like a lot of gasoline on the fire. Yeah.
That's what you should
I'll
do.
say this. I don't think I've ever lost to a Georgian. And maybe Jonathan will be in the same boat.
I saw you Rambet beating you once.
Huh?
Rambet beating you once.
Oh no, I'm talking about the country.
I know. I'm joking.
Yeah, okay. That's pretty hey, I'm pretty impressed. That's pretty good from a geography standpoint. That was really fast.
He's an encyclopedia of arm wrestling.
Yeah, that's
knowledge.
pretty good. I'm impressed with that one.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, you are not impressed that I remember Ram beat you because I don't remember such thing. I just
No, yeah, he did. I've never pulled Ron.
okay.
Pulled Ron. Yeah. But yeah, I've lost to other people from Georgia, the state of Georgia.
Yeah. So anything you guys would like to add about
I think like we have Chance and Sandris in the chat, and they're just going.
Yeah,
they're going at it. They're going at it.
Yeah. That is the thing. I mean, when you look at it from outside, you think like Sandris is going to beat him. That is how it looks. But whenever you talk about someone like Chance that is kind of crazy about arm wrestling and especially arm wrestling, and then when you didn't really know what he is doing, he shows some training videos, but I don't think he's really showing himself. If what he shows on trainings is really himself, Sandri is going to kill him, But I'm thinking that he's last time he messaged me, he said, Engin, after I beat Sandris, next time I hope you're gonna directly invite me. And I was like, wow, this guy, whenever you write this publicly, you may think that, like he's like intimidating, he's trying to intimidate, but he just directly, he just wrote to me. I was like, how are you? He's like, 100% I am, and this and this. And the original, they were not set. So they agreed with each other. So I set their match. But this guy really is believing in himself. I don't know what he's planning, but I don't think that he's coming here with a mind that he's gonna lose. And from other side, I know Sandris very closely, and I saw him at the World Champion. He's real deal, he's real deal. And I see yesterday Michael was guest, and then Michael kind of dislike Sandris because of he thinks that take the desperation move away from Michael, and he's nothing, he just really
Sandris just steers the pot all the time.
Hey Sandris, get ready. You are in the chat room. Get ready for that question on the press conference when Michael is right in front of you.
Michael will not talk with any Latvians. He's like, well, I'm like, first of all, everything that Sandris says doesn't represent Team Latvia.
Yeah. We know.
Come on. You need to back up your body.
No, I think
There was
I'm
something,
backing
go
up
ahead, Ray.
Sanders, but come on, let's be real. Like,
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'm not trying to burn all the bridges, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. The
One
bridges
thing
will
about
never be burned.
Chance that I really like, Chance over here in the United States has been trying to get matches with a lot of people. He had that practice match with Jerry, and Jerry was vocal about, hey, I was tired. And Chance reached out to me a couple of times about tournaments we had up in the Boston area, and he's like, dude, I want to fly up there. I want to pull Jerry. He offered to fly himself up and wasn't asking for any money. He just wanted to go face
Mhm.
Jerry and other big guys. And that's something, especially in this day and age, it says a lot to me that he's still really hungry and he wants to go face the best guys. And if he loses, he takes it like a man. And if he wins, he shows off like a man, to be honest with you. And I respect that about him. I think he's got a huge match ahead of him. I mean, I'm not a betting guy and I love Chance, but I would probably would not bet in his favor in this match, but I have a lot of respect for him because he doesn't have any problem going after big guys.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I think that's when you have to question if he's crazy or just ignorant. Like Jerry Cataret, that's like you win and you get injured, or you lose and you get injured. You know what I mean? Like, this sucks. This absolutely sucks. I pulled Jerry at one practice, and like even from a hook, I could crack his hand open. But like if I just stayed in the hook with him, he would press like this way, like to the back of the table, even in the hook.
Yep.
And then like you can't even get out of it. Like I was trying to run away from it, and it felt like my elbow was literally like expanding open. I literally had to just walk off the table to get out of the press. The weirdest thing ever. Like I wouldn't, even if I thought I could do something, I don't want to pull Jerry. I don't want to practice with Jerry. I don't want to
That's
shake
what
his
Tim
hand.
Bresnan says.
Yeah,
Every
no,
time
that's
I
nuts.
reached out to Tim and say, hey, you want to pull Jerry? He's like, no, no, no. No matter what happens, I'm going to end up injured. He says the same thing.
Exactly. It's not worth it.
I think it doesn't matter how this match goes. We need to do, West versus West, Jerry versus Chance.
Well, Jerry's like, I'll do it for
Holding
$10,000.
elbow
I'm
technique.
like, hey, break, man. Come on, $10,000. Just pull the guy, Anyway.
Best we can do is one.
Okay, a question for you, Raymond. I don't know if you can answer this or not. Where do you see Sandris beating Chance? In or out? Or everywhere? Say honestly. Say honestly. Don't be political.
Honestly, I think Sanders comes in hot and ready. He doesn't compromise his hand. He can hook him. He can press him. If he will top roll him, that will be very impressive because that's Chance's move. And Chance doesn't top roll like normal. He gets you on his wrist and then pops you open. So I think that might be a prop. But Sanders can, he can get in that center pin. He can hook you. He can catch you. He can pull without the hand. I see Sanders as being way better arm wrestler. But, the idea of this match is I don't think Chance can do or will do anything else. And we know exactly what Chance will do. There's the right approach for Sandris. Will he choose, door A or B? And that will kind of change the match where it goes. If he chooses to arm wrestle him, I see a way where he loses. If he chooses to try to dominate him, well, I think Sandris can really press through everyone. He can just get in.
Okay, I understand. You are saying that I understand that whatever he pulled, the way that he pulled against Efe is the best option for Sandris.
Yeah, so pretty much. If he chooses get inside, if he feels like his hand's going to get compromised, he can hook him fast. Sandris is fast, explosive, but there's a lane for Chance, for sure. For sure.
I understand, yeah. And are you familiar with these guys, Herman?
With Sandris?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the dude's a monster. Like he won Zloty. Like the dude is a monster and can pull anywhere. And so you're talking about pressing and hooking and stuff like that. He might be able to top roll Chance. And I don't know if he's a great top roller, but anyone who's pulling this way, I mean, there's clearly like a high knuckle over the hand angle, that's probably what I would do. I'm not a hooker. So I think I think he'll have multiple options, you know?
Mhm.
And again, it's, you know, nothing against Chance. It's just hard to vote or select someone as a favorite against someone who's won Zolaev.
I agree.
Like, Jesus Christ, you know what I mean? Like, that's a rare group of people.
I mean,
Okay.
Chance did point out in the chat that year of Zloty was with the split between ETHA and WAF, and so it was
No,
was
it
the
wasn't.
last year before
Was
the
it the
split.
year before?
And Sandris
Right.
and Sandris corrected that in the chat.
It
You know,
was before.
2019
I
was
missed
the
that
split
part.
year. Sandris won in 18.
Yeah.
Me too.
Sandris won in a year that was
Oh yeah,
still
no, you're right.
like
You're right.
hardest event in the world. After that year, I can say that the difficulty level went down to 50% when the WAF athletes and others, you know. Also,
My fault.
even I need to be even super heavyweight, even 2017 in super heavyweight Zloty, the level went down because most of the matches were super matches. The best guys were the super matches. So best guys didn't compete the tournaments, but compete the super matches. So the categories lost their, like Tatachins was there, Rustam Babayev was there, some guys were there. So what I'm just saying that once there was super matches in Zloty, it was already losing the tournament side level a little bit.
That year, 2018, Sandris 105 kilo class.
Yeah.
And like Engin said, like super heavyweights, the top dogs were not, they were doing super matches, everything else. But Sandris
Yeah.
was second in open as well behind Prudnik.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. But if those guys in the super matches were in the tournament, neither Prudnik or Sandris could take first and second in the overalls.
no. So I would say Sandris is probably the most versatile arm wrestler we have. I think Vlad is one of those. Giannis is a different beast. You know, he will not go anywhere else where he wants to go. So it's an interesting match for me because like Chance will be bigger. So we don't know how strong he is. I'm interested. And I just want Sandris to keep focused because everyone will keep telling him like, oh, you're going to win. You're going to destroy. And that's the worst thing that can get in your brain when you feel that overconfidence. You're like, yeah, I think I will win. F that, forget all about it, you know, try to win it like you want to win it first time, you know.
If you go to the next one, Hermes versus Arif. Many people say that Arif has no chance at all. Do you guys think that way? And people think that they saw an after pool with Matt and Arif, and they think that, you know, I mean, you know, Hermes beats Matt, and then after pool, Matt was better than Arif, and you know, so Arif can't do anything to Hermes. Like, do you guys agree with this statement? Or
I will
One
first.
quick thing, guys.
Yeah.
I got to run.
Okay.
Thank you for having me, guys.
yeah, you have a nice flight.
Yeah, we'll
Yes,
see you
sir.
soon.
Yeah.
See you.
Adios.
Yeah. So I'll be quick with this
Before you
one.
start, Raymond, Josh, are you coming or not?
No,
Ah, come on.
I want to,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna. I'm gonna. I don't want to tell you this because it's like there's a very low chance, but I am gonna check again all the flights tomorrow, and just in case I can get a last chance one. But
Yeah. I hope you make. I hope you make.
I love Turkey. I want to go there every time I can. So if I can, if there's any way for me to do it, I'm definitely gonna do it.
If you can't, then we will see in WAF probably in Antalya.
I hope so. I'm not gonna count my chickens before they hatch, but I'm going to nationals with the intent to come back to Turkey for sure.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah, go ahead, Raymond. Sorry.
So like Arif is two-time right-hand WAF world champ, super heavyweights, yeah, or more. Two times.
2 times. 2019, 2021.
Yeah, and he won dominant, like really, really dominant. So that's a statement for itself. Like, go and win that tournament if you know you think you can do it. Hermes is a super strong puller. We know that hand is really dangerous. I think one of his best weapons is the pronator and the hand. I think Arif, if he's healthy, if he's strong, will give a good match. Will it be enough? Because we know pretty much how Hermes arm wrestles. if he can crack that code, I think we have an interesting match there.
Mhm.
So someone will say, well, this is a mismatch. You don't know the level of super heavyweights in WAF, especially the champs. Champs are usually.
You're right about that.
Andrei Pushkar was the champ of super heavyweights, and look at, almost all the other guys were there. So
Yeah.
there's a quite many chances. I think Arif is one of the best in the world, top 20 for sure. So why not?
Mhm.
I think it's hard with Hermes, watching his last two matches. I think we were all surprised both times, and it's just I don't know what to expect from him, and I don't know if there's something that we're missing in his mental readiness, or if there's some other. I mean, if Alex is really that much better. I don't know. I expect. I'm sitting there thinking. I don't actually know. I have no idea who's going to win that match, but I don't know what to expect from Hermes either.
Mhm. And if you go to like Morozov matches, Tobias with left and then Prudnik with right, do you guys have any?
Oh man, I can't wait for that right-handed match. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen there, but I'm super
either.
excited. I don't
Yeah,
care who
that's
wins.
When you announced that one again, I think that was probably the happiest I was out of all the matches was that one. I just think it's just an incredible match.
Prudnik versus Morozov.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I kind of see that in a fresh match, if they go outside versus outside, I kind of see Morozov have an edge. But if Prudnik goes inside and hooks him, I still don't think it will be easy match. But there I see Prudnik's chance.
When was his last official match, Prudnik? Was in top
Prudnik
8, right?
officially top 8 probably. The
Yeah.
last match he was versus who? Ungarbayev?
I don't remember.
Guy
Looking it
Monster?
up.
What was the last match that Prudnik had in the top 8? Was it Ungarbayev?
Yeah, versus Songabayev. And he lost outside, but he won inside, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he got every time Like whenever
He was third place. I remember that. He got third
won.
place overall.
Yeah, it was real weird match. It was both sides switching all the time.
Mhm.
I think Prudnik's right should be ranked higher than Morozov's right. So with left, I don't know how strong Tobias is, to be honest.
Tobias right arm, the difficulty level that like he gave to Kurdesha seemed to me almost same as Hermes gave to Kurdesha. But with the left arm, Tobias' trainer told me that his left is 30% stronger. So the other program, I also said that even it's not 30%, but 15% stronger, then we are talking about, something, listen, this is an amazing event, not because we are organizing, but it is like a lot of questions, like will be answered, like
So many.
like here we talk about the match. There are a lot of ifs in every match. Like you guys are just so sure about the Michael, but I am thinking that Gennady also took his lesson, and he has nothing to lose. This is what I realized, and he is very experienced guy. So just don't be surprised, if something that unexpected happens. People says Schoolboy will beat Herman. It may happen, but just don't be surprised if Herman just goes and beat him. We be talking about those guys are like mentally strong guys.
I will jump off, but before, like every time we talk about any match, I get so excited, and then I remember about different match, and I get more, all the. I'm looking at Yusuf versus Cherkasov.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. People says that it is mismatch, but listen,
they don't know. They just don't know.
I'm not saying that Cherkasov cannot win. On the paper, Cherkasov may be favorite.
Yeah.
But if people are expecting a dominance there, just wait till Saturday.
Yeah.
People are saying, why did you set that match? Like, come on, guy. I mean, we are organizing an event here. Of course, the best Turkish guys will also participate. So what should I do? Cherkasov versus Artur Makarov? Artur is going to kill
65, 70 world champ versus world champ. What can be better? What can be better? And you
wait Saturday. Yeah, wait Saturday. And then if you see a dominance by Cherkasov, especially in a fresh match. If you see a dominance, then tell me that Engin, you don't know much about arm wrestling.
Mm.
Just wait.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not saying Cherkasov cannot win. Okay.
I'm jumping off.
Yeah,
I'll see
we
you
too,
guys
we too.
soon. Thank you.
You guys
Bye.
take care. Josh, thank you very much for everything. Hey,
Yeah,
listen,
man.
before we close, guys, who donated money for pay-per-view, like $25 and over, and who donated money for free code of watching the event and for the t-shirt by donating $100. Josh has sent the emails to all of them. Maybe Raymond, you go. You don't need to wait. We need
Okay,
to do.
I'm jumping off.
Okay,
Sorry,
yeah.
guys.
Yeah, Ray.
Bye.
Yeah, Josh, can you tell people? Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, basically, I know not everybody has a membership on GoFundMe or whatever, but I send messages to every single person who donated $25 or more or $100 or more. So you should have gotten a message already. If you didn't, it means you didn't check your email from GoFundMe or whatever. You didn't put your email in. If that's the case, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, send me a message, or and then I got the list of everybody. So your name's on there. I know who's getting a pay-per-view. I know who's getting a shirt. I know who's getting 2 shirts. If you donated twice, we get all of that. So don't worry about it. The only thing I need from everybody is your address and your information. So answer the emails that I sent. If you didn't find one, just reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram.
yeah. Thank you very much, Josh, and thank you for everyone who are supporting this event by donating money or buying pay-per-view. Guys, if this event covers itself, and then we will be doing more events, maybe not 16 matches, because I realize that it is kind of too long, too much, too hard for organizer and for everyone. But from one side, it's good that we had 16 matches, because if any changes happen, people are just looking at around and, hey, listen, we still have this. So that is why I think that it will be great. Yep. Anyways,
Hey, did you before you go in, did you hear about Kenny Hughes?
what happened?
He passed
Don't tell
away.
me. Are you serious?
I just
Okay.
I just saw it about an hour ago, and someone just reminded me here in the chat that yeah, he passed away. I don't know what happened, but it was just announced a little while ago.
I hope it is fake news. I hope. Wow, he was so
I don't
young.
think
He was
so.
so young.
I hope
So-
it's
so-
fake too. We'll see.
He is like what? 40 years old, 41 years old.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's young.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody that I trust posted it on Facebook, so I'm presuming that it's accurate.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Agreed.
Yeah, in his prime, he was just like a rock.
Yeah,
Such
he
a
was.
powerful guy.
Mhm.
Yep. That is the destiny we all will face sooner or later.
That is true. That is very true.
Anyways, so thank you very much, Josh.
Yep.
And thank
Thank you, Engin.
to everyone who watch us and support us. You all take care.